Hello, friends. Gonna go for a spin in the S6 Con V10, 5.2 liter, the fabled Lamborghini quote-unquote V10. However, that is yeah, it's Lamborghini, it's Audi, it's all the same deal. A little bit different in this car, but you get the idea. And we're just gonna go for a quick spin. So let's do just that. Now, this is definitely not the first time I have driven this particular car, because I just this past week drove it down to San Diego and back. So my friend and yours, Mr. Doug DeMuro, can take a look at it. Probably he's seen his video on it. If you haven't, check it out. I'll probably mention this again during this, so you can just go check and get his angle on it. Let's go for a ride. But yeah, taking it to San Diego and back, it is quite the excellent highway cruiser. Last time I made that drive was in a 92 Geo Metro convertible, which I did with the top down the whole way there and back. This is almost as opposite of a highway driving experience that you can get from the Metro. It's super smooth, it's very quiet, it's incredibly comfortable. It's everything you would expect from a mid-size Audi. And apparently I left something in here because something's rattling. It wasn't rattling a minute ago. Alright, I'll deal with that later. But we'll jump on the freeway up here, cruise for a minute, make it a little bit of a quick drive, because frankly you're probably not watching much of my video, you're probably watching a whole lot more of Doug's. But 235 horsepower, feels pretty strong, feels pretty good. It's not the lightest car in the world, so it does have a little bit of mass to move around. But it's good. I once upon a time I owned a V6 S4, so it was a 2004 Audi S4 with a 4.2 V8 and a Tiptronic. And actually pretty much the same mileage. This one's got 135 on it. That one had, I think, about 130 on it. And this feels like a bigger version of that with a little bit of a better exhaust note. It handles well. Understeers a little bit, but that's kind of an Audi Quattro hallmark, I guess, at this point. They all do that. This is no exception to that. But that aside, I love the way the engine sounds. It's really good. It's really cool. It's not over the top. The car itself is not over the top. In appearance, it's a little kind of sleeperish. You know, if you don't know, then you won't know. It's not the opposite of pretty much any German car now. With regard to the AMG stuff and the M stuff. I'm not stomping on the gas to get on the freeway here because there's a cop behind me and I just try to be mindful, but it's cool. I like it. Yeah, these heated seats work almost too well. It's definitely got some passing power. stops straight, it tracks pretty well straight. The tires are good. I think there is a receipt I saw. I think there's about 20 to 25,000 miles on these tires. So you've got some life left in them, but you know, you might, depending on if you're packing a lot of miles on it or not, you might be looking to change them in the next year or two. But all told, yeah, it's a good car. It's a solid car. And really interested to kind of see what it will bring at auction. Get off here. Stops really, really well. And goes really, really well. Really like the sound of the motor. Kind of doesn't get old. It's good and unique. It's not overly loud. And if you want it to be overly loud, you've got all kinds of options on how to do that. But in stock form, it's subdued, but really low, kind of rumbly. Good. This is like kind of the pre-burble tune era, which I like. So I think that's it. I think we'll just cut it here. And yeah, that's it for now. See ya. So there is this little mark here where, I don't know, you can see the rubber here on this section, not so much over here, but just right here on this belt molding. The rubber is a little tacky, and a little chewed up. I don't know why. You can see it's kind of getting sticky on here. So it doesn't really affect a whole lot, but it is there. Worst case scenario, if you wanted to replace that, you would just replace this chrome trim. I'm sure that's probably $100-something from the dealership. That's of note. Otherwise, not a whole lot wrong with this car. 135,000 miles. Got the sweet leather sport seats. There was a little bit of wear to the leather here, some creasing. It's not torn or anything like that, but there was just some creasing, some marks. Pretty typical here on the outside of the bolsters from getting in and out. Sport seats adjust just like you would want them to. All the power stuff works. Power lumbar support. Floor mats, probably use a cleaning. Carpets are really nice though. Does have the power tilt telescoping wheel. The cruise control does work. If you saw Doug's video, let's face it, you probably did if you've seen this one. Doug reviewing this exact car. You know that I drove this thing down to San Diego so he can take a look at it. And I definitely used the adaptive cruise on that drive. And it works pretty good. It's a little bit primitive, you know, it's not gonna keep you all the way down to 0 as far as on the, you know, start, stop kind of kind of stuff and full-on traffic. But it works well enough. I used it pretty much the whole way there and back, and it works great. Heated seats are lovely. Heating and air conditioning works great. Just have that guy, which is fun. Glove box door. Oh yes. Got some spare bulbs and whatnot. Just have the CD changer. We do have the original manual with all the goodies. If you are rocking an iPhone 3S or the like, you can plug it into here. I'm sure you can probably get an adapter. I haven't tried it with anything modern, but you know, presumably it works. It does have navigation. You can see that I'm out here in Mare Island, former military base. There's no one out here, so I get to have a little bit of room to myself to check out this car. Leather on the console lid is still nice and soft. Sunroof, importantly, works very well. Not always the case on these. Does have the tilt function and everything. It's also the very cool solar sunroof option. It was optional on these. This one has it. Wheels are pretty good. This one's got some curb rash to it. Really, on mostly just this part. The rest of it's pretty good. Lights are nice. This one doesn't have nearly the same amount of rash. Nor this one, just a little bit. Little minor scuff there on the bumper. And there's this little kiss on the back bumper back here. If you looked at the photos, I tried to get some good photos of it. It's not that bad, but it's definitely the kind of the sore spot on the exterior of this car. Definitely any body shop worth their salt can repair this. Heat it, massage it back in place, repair it. All the sensors still work though, so that's good. Wheel, a little bit of curb rash, but not too bad. These guys, which is fun. Does have this pass-through. I don't know if there's supposed to be like some sort of a cover here. If there is, it's not here. but this is pretty much a cover. For all your beverage needs. Seats are still very nice. Not too firm, not too dry. Oh. HVAC vents back here. Let's pop the hood. If you did catch the Carfax report, and I'm still working on getting service records, I have been in contact with the shop that did the work, but not that long ago, this here intake manifold was replaced, which is, from my understanding, kind of a big deal on these, because that's kind of the one common fail point on these motors and on these cars is there's the little plastic baffles that are actuated in the intake manifold there, and they're prone to failure. They kind of all do it, and you're looking at about $2,000+ in parts and about the same in labor if you have to do it. And they've been superseded by a style that doesn't do that anymore, and it's been done on this one. So very, very important thing there. If you don't want to spend $5,000+ down the road, it has been done on this one. I got some stuff back here, bear with me, but not a whole lot going on down here. It's a pretty boring place. Navigation, DVD, all that fun stuff is there. Does have the spare. I'm holding the battery cover there. It was got a battery put in it, so I gotta put that guy back on there, which I will. It's also for the battery. And that's pretty much the tour of the S6 with the V10, the 5.2 liter. If you're watching this the day it goes live, you're also watching it the day the auction goes live for this car on carsandbids.com. Also, if you haven't seen it by now, also check out another video going live this exact same day by someone a little bit better at this YouTube thing than me, some guy, I don't know, maybe you heard of him. His name's Doug DeMuro. Go look at his video, go check it out. He kind of puts his 2 cents on this specific car, and then just his car in general. But also, yeah, go to carsandbids.com, check out the listing, bid often, bid early, and then yeah, if you end up wanting to see more of this kind of thing from yours truly, follow along, do the whole subscribe, notification, like, comment, all that YouTube-y stuff. Yeah, see what I'm up to, see what ends up going up for sale. And if you do follow along, the day these goes live, I'm trying to make it be the same day that they go live on auction, so you can kind of get the jump. That's it. That's all I got for you. Have a lovely day.